I felt an incredible openness and acceptance for me as, basically a white suburban, well-educated kid who wanted to help. I can completely understand folks who would say, "What are you doing here?" And they welcomed the help, and the UFW did an excellent job of designing work that was appropriate, if that's the right, or that was consistent or congruent with what I had to bring to the organization. So it was very congruent for me to get in a car and go to Seattle and spend time in a community like Seattle talking to people about my experiences that could be helpful and could help them to learn some things and maybe make a contribution in their own way. I was probably not the most effective person to put as a field organizer in labor camps in Santa Maria. I mean, I could get the card signed and be enthusiastic, but to me, that's the job of the leadership of that community to, so the beauty about the UFW is that there was a job for everybody. And Caesar's philosophy is one of openness and inclusiveness, and I think that really helped. So I didn't feel, and I don't think, as being part of the organization, I don't feel much tension. Mm-hmm. There were flare-ups, like in any organization, but I don't think there was a racial overtones, and the organization was so largely governed by the people who were farm workers, and who represented the ethnicity of the workers themselves. So Larry Leong was on the board. He was Filipino, and Caesar and Dolores, and there were women and there were men, but it wasn't the college kids who were in leadership positions, with a few exceptions. I certainly had conversations with people or discussions with people about, what was I doing here and what was this to me? And I could only answer it the way I answered it. I don't think that the farm worker movement itself suffered from the fact that the leadership was largely white and urban. I think it helped us a lot that we had 7 or 8 farm workers with us that were working with us, and that we were all mutually supportive. And I found incredible acceptance, and to this day, from the leadership of the Filipino, the Black community, the Native American community, with the people that I worked with. So there were questions that I remember dealing with and answering those questions. And those were appropriate. They were right. It was good for people to ask, what the heck are you doing with this?